By the way, guys, there's no, I know like people like to think that this might be clickbait or there's some plan. There is none. There's no plan. It's literally, aside from the stuff I uploaded on VidMe recently, everything I've done is gone.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
And it's not stopping. That's the worst part. It's not stopping. Yes, I'll still be on you now. I will still be on you now. What about Benji? I don't know how Benji is. I love Benji. Benji's great. He is great. I love Benji's is wonderful. Sorry, I'm also trying to read. So I don't give these people the pleasure of knowing details about you. Thank you. If you just something, then they'll stop. If you just ignore them, they'll stop. Robin, unfortunately, that's not how it works with me. Did? I have mass amounts. I have a friend that's a bigger YouTuber that came to me, and this is a very level-headed, very logical friend, very rational, that says, I've never seen the level of mass stalking that I have with a YouTuber like you. And I'm like, that's what it feels like. So, hold on. I'm such a liar. No, I'm good. But you don't have to be here. So there you go. I like you now because it's positive. I feel like I can be myself. Where YouTube, it feels like it's constant attack when I've tried my hardest to do by people. Joy, will still be friends. I love you. Oh, I love you too, honey. Yes, we'll still be friends. It's just gotten so nasty, and I feel like, do I take any responsibility for some of the attention? Sure, of course I do. Of course I take responsibility for anything that's my part. Definitely. Like, absolutely. That's never within question. But I think, hey, Blarg. By the way, Blarg, you can use this if you want, as always. If you ever, if you need it, I'll send it to you, because Blarg's been really awesome. Thank you, Angel Zones. It's time for me to move on, I think. One of the things, somebody asked if they can guest. Nikki, as much as I appreciate you, hey, Robin, I will not let anybody guest. And it's for your safety. It's for your guys' safety. So if you guys want to see me, you'll have to come on here. I love being on here. This is a great platform. I'm happy to be on here. But as for, it sucks, guys. I loved what I did for a while, and it was great. And I think after the DO5 stuff, it just took a really negative downturn, and YouTube has become a very negative impact in my life. Am I being stalked? Yes. And I don't want to talk about it too much. She doesn't have to show anything. Thank you. Blarg, there's a lot. I'm sorry, and I know you just kind of got in here. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons. And it's not because I'm trying to hide anything from anybody. It's a safety precaution. And there's something else that there's something else that happened too. I talked about this a little bit, so I'll kind of go into it. So YouTube recently demonetized most of my channel. When that happens, unfortunately, YouTube is not being transparent with everybody. And your videos, if you guys have noticed the last 3-4 days, I came back on YouTube. I knew it was going to take some time to get the views back, because I have to get my views up and work the algorithm. Since they demonetized my channel, once they demonetize it, they no longer promote your videos. It's like, to the algorithm, it's almost like negative views. So the last couple videos I didn't do that well at all. And I learned all of this, and then I was told, okay, well, you just, a really nice, wonderful person came through and they talked to me about it, and they said, okay, so you just have to be patient, because it was like, you have to get 1,000 views in 7 days. But on the older videos, how do you do that if they're not promoting them? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Well, I was told, okay, so YouTube came out and said, yeah, we understand that doesn't make sense, so we're doing away with that. The problem is, many people have sat weeks and their channels still stay demonetized. I know, like, Suit Yourself has had this problem. So there's that aspect. There's that right there, right? There's that part. There's the part of, I don't think I can even show my analytics. Now, if I find out that I can, I will show them here. The other big thing I was thinking about showing, but I've been wanting to take time with it, is the copper toxicity, because I really wanted to raise awareness that this is an issue that women go through. That people go through in general, but specifically women with the Paragard IUDs can go through. This is something that happens, and I wanted to put that out there because I know there's been so much shit about it. So this is something, God, I've been thinking about for a while, and it got to the point today where it came to a really big head. So it got to this really crazy point, and I just think it's better. I don't think right now, I'm able to turn it around. If I were to come back, it's going to be a while. Yes, thank you. It's not just, Karina, it's not just the analytics. I wanted to show what every single video I've ever, like all the videos made. And that's going to be the issue. So am I contracting with you now? I'm not contracting with anybody right now. I'm not contracting with anybody. But it's just become, like, it's just become really, really nasty. So if I do come back, I'm going to come back when I'm ready. I'm not physically ready. I'm not mentally ready. And that's another thing. I can't make the content I really with still figuring out the health stuff. It's just not going to be possible. Karina, but even after you prove everything, they still won't believe you. You can never win. Karina, that's the point. You're right, Karina. And Karina, if you ever want to talk to me about it, I'd talk to you in private because there's too much to go over. But you're not wrong. But the problem is, it just wasn't stopping, and it's getting to a dangerous point. It's getting to a point where people are trying to put out my address. People are going after the puppy. They're going after roommate's job. They're going after the people that fostered the puppy. I mean, it's getting to a really, really crazy point. And I am not just responsible for me. I'm responsible, like, people have lost their jobs. I'm responsible for my friends because they didn't deserve to be in this position. I don't want anything to happen to roommate. He doesn't deserve this. And I think, like, the little dog doesn't deserve this. So, yes, people are asking me. I did reach out to Peter Mon. Peter Mon let me know he did not want to talk to me. I don't want to go into any other details. I wish him well. So, and sorry, I know people have been asking, but I know a lot of people have come back in here, but that's what it is. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I think, I'll kind of just say this. The hardest part for me on doing this, to be honest, is the thought of my reputation for the rest of my life is, what am I ever going to do? And I tried to help, but I wasn't perfect. I know I made the sarcastic comment a lot of people hated, and I'm really sorry if anybody was ever offended, because it was not meant to be offensive. It was just saying something crazy sarcastic, and I look really serious when I joke. People have always said that. I never meant to hurt anybody. That's why I donated all that money. That's why I once a month tried to do some charity stuff. I just think YouTube is not the place for me right now, unfortunately. So it's just gotten to this really, really crazy level. And I need off the roller coaster. That's where it's at. I did call some people nasty names, and I might have at times. And I feel like, and maybe I did it in the wrong way with some people. I tried anybody I went after was an Onision, an Austin Jones, a Daddy 05. It was somebody I felt warranted it. And if I ever went after somebody and I found that I was wrong, like Copper Cab, I went above and beyond to try to make amends. And that's what I try to do. Miss Feisty, I'm not saying you're wrong, Miss Feisty. It's more, the problem is, unless you're kind of an insider in the situation, like unless you're a patron or you're one of my people like Cy that's close to me, you're not just, people aren't going to know the whole story. You have to have faith. And I've talked about this from the beginning, and this is where I'm really a hypocrite. I, a lot of times, don't know when to quit something. This has been an issue my whole life. Oh, Lord. Why won't you mention the extra spoon? The extra spoon, I know that's you, that's your account. Because this isn't about you, hun. This is not about you. So I'm just going to go ahead and block you. I wish you well. Pablo, like I said, I can do the live stream. I will do the live stream, but I need to research because I can't keep putting myself in a situation that's going to hurt me just to clear my name or this, that, and the other. So I did cost somebody their job? No, I don't go after people's jobs. Absolutely not. Thank you, Karina. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, girl. So, my whole life I've had an issue with having faith. I'm not talking, people talk about blind religious faith. And if you have that, I'm What I'm talking about is, when I say having faith, I'm talking about the faith that everything will work out just the way it needs to. Do what you got to do. If the YouTube is messing with you, it's time to step out. Thank you, Red Vex, and that's how it feels. I have, like, that's the thing. I was like, okay, I left for a month. I felt ready. I wanted to come back. I came back with a bang. I was starting to build everything back up again. And then it's like YouTube pulled the rug out from under me. And then all these other things just keep happening. And I'm kind of that, I kind of have that spiritual mindset of like, when the universe is showing you the signs, does that make sense? And that's kind of how this feels. Really hard for me to walk away and believe I'll do anything else the rest of my life. That's the hardest part, is going, my reputation is ruined, my name is ruined, and I've done nothing but try to help. I'm not perfect, obviously. I've not done everything perfectly, but it's really hard for me to walk away and think there's more for me. But as I've said before, I did not do YouTube, and I want to clarify this, I didn't do it for the money, and I didn't do it for the fame. Those things are nice. I'm not saying they're not nice. And when I did come back, when I said I was going to leave, that time I did come back because I was scared of being able to take care of hospital bills. That is absolutely true. So it wasn't like I wanted to get rich. It was more like, oh my God, I'm scared I can't pay things. And then I talked to a roommate and I was like, I have to do this regardless. So it was a very scary time, but the entire I just want to make a bunch of money. I wanted to help people, and I hope that my time on YouTube I was able to. I really hope that I was. Like, I've tried every which way that I know how to try to turn this around, and I just don't think it's going to be able to happen at this point. And the other thing is, guys, I hear people all the time, I hear it, like Peter Mon in his video, I finally sat down and watched a video. He said something that I agreed with and I wanted to do, which was my mic videos. You know, he was like, I don't know if she's joking or not. And you know what? It perfectly, for me, that perfectly summed up, I think, a lot of people and my humor. And partially what happened with the sarcastic comment I said is that I joke really seriously, and people, if they don't know me, might have a hard time understanding the sarcasm, which I get, that's fine. And if they want to be offended or upset regardless, they have every right to be. People have every right to have their feelings. But was like, well, why don't you just go ahead and do like a music video back, a clap back? That would be funny. I'm not physically in the right place. Like, I'm just not in the right place. That's the problem. Does that make sense, guys? That's my, I physically can't. So I can't really make the content that I want. And it sucks. And that's been my problem from day one. I was able to do a little more in the beginning and try to do things I like, but it just has gotten harder and harder to where I can't even stand up and do the things I used to do. I'm just sitting down on the couch. And I feel like I'm not giving you guys all of me, because all of me right now has to go to fixing my health, to go to fixing that. I will be on you now. Why don't you start trying to teach? Why don't you try music teaching? Cheshire, I'm not, with all the stomach issues, I can't. Like, I get sick because when I sing, I was classically trained and you have to sing with your diaphragm, and I just can't do it. That's why I don't sing at this point. Rich, thank you. Thanks, honey. Thank you. Oh, Rich is a drama channel. Oh, okay. Hi, Rich. I'm sorry, Rich. I didn't know. No disrespect. I stay away from most of the drama channels. Like, I know Martin, I know Karina, and I recently knew Peter Mon because people told me about him, and now I know you. So it's not like, oh, you're nobody. I'm ignorant. So I'm sorry. I feel like on you now I can be myself. Like, I can really just be happy and bubbly and talk to you guys, you know? And I feel bad about, like, I do feel bad about deleting it because I don't want to mislead anybody, but it's just too much. It's just too much. I really did try to help people. I really did. And I really did donate the money I said I donated every time. And I know I've made some mistakes. Thank you, Tommy. I know I've made mistakes. But the level of harassment has been, it's just too much. It's just too much. I really hope I helped people. I really do. I tried. And I think the hard thing for me, I'll be really honest, was when certain things happened, I really thought the YouTube community and the skeptics would stand up. I really thought they would stand up and stand beside me because I know they have the same ideals. And they took it upon themselves to just beat me down because the skeptics, a lot of them are just gossip and drama channels. That's what they've turned into. I appreciate it. Do what's best for your health. Thank you. I'm still going to be around. I'm just not going to be on YouTube right now. It's hard, but you know what? I have to have faith it's going to get better. I have to have faith that there's more out there, and that when it's time to let something go, it's time to let it go. And that's always been the hardest thing for me in my life in general. Like, I've stayed in too many bad relationships and bad jobs and bad situations. And sorry, there's a lot of comments. I'm trying to get to them all. Yeah, Blarg, and maybe I will, but I also want to, like, I don't want to go back to the old YouTube. The old YouTube is not a place that's compatible for me. I want to find another platform, or I want to come back to something new and better. I still want to hold out hope and faith that YouTube is going to try to fix things. That's why I wasn't that upset when they demonetized people, and even me. It's not that I was upset that they demonetized me. And they didn't fully demonetize, but like they demonetized a lot of videos. I mean, it makes it so I can't do anything, but if it's going to make YouTube a better platform, I'd rather wait a year or two, you know, and maybe something else will happen, you know? Yes, thank you, Robin. Thank you. You get it. This is affecting the copper toxicity because your adrenals are getting excited. Yes, and that's another thing, is like, it's just too much stress. It's like when you fucking start coming after my little dog who didn't do anything to anybody. And to people who are saying shit, let me clarify. The dog was in a shelter, and then somebody fostered the dog, but those people could no longer foster the dog and needed a solution. That's what happened. Like, I'm just, like, leave people alone. Like, we're really good to this dog. We're so fucking good. Like, it's just, what's going on with it? Just people trying to, it's just constant harassment. It's not just like my hurt feelings, guys. Like, it's not just like, oh, my hurt feelings, there was a bad comment. I'm talking about, like, we know where you live, and people messaging privately other people and putting out, like, my address. People making threats to like, people putting out where roommate works. It's scary. And the YouTube community, the creators and stuff, like, they didn't stand by me whatsoever. I stood by them, and that's a toxic situation I don't want to be a part of. Yes, Sai, they sure did. Yes, Sai. Sai, we have a lot to talk about. Karina, I've already been doxxed. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. Way more. Oh, I see. Okay, I see one person who's constantly leaving me negative comments. Like, you don't need to be here. I see you, girl. Different name, but I see you. Joy never did anything. Society's just good. Appreciate that. And I have. Like, I made mistakes. Of course I've made mistakes. Like, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to lie. I'm not. Of course I have. And I've had a lot of people say stuff like, well, don't leave. Then the haters, you know what? It's not about them, though. I left not knowing if I would come back. Like, I left not knowing, you know? Did you say Peter said he didn't want to talk to you after you went into DMs? Yes, correct. This isn't about winning or losing anymore. It's about a person needing to make a choice for their own health and safety. Exactly. You're going on maternity for binking and daddling. Yes, that's why I've gained all the weight. Absolutely. I will say it's amazing the amount of people who don't know how to take criticism. Or not criticism, but sorry, sarcasm. Yes, problem is I had it so long, the situation with the copper, that I think it's going to take a while. I don't have my new test results back yet, so I can't say. I'm still waiting for the new, like, results. Well, I'm sorry, actually, it's not results. I'm waiting for the new test to be ordered. Julia says, who cares about Peter? They don't know each other. A lot of people, Julia, a lot of people were asking me to go to talk to Peter Mon, and I did. And people have just been asking me about the situation. So, and the thing is, though, I don't, unless he were to do it, I don't want to publicly put out our DMs because I don't want to disrespect privacy. Oh, do you want to put the mask on and come say hi? And he's like, no. I don't blame you. Oh, my dog. I almost said, oh, my dog. Lately, instead of saying, oh, my God, I say, oh, my dog. My dog is doing this as she sleeps. It's so cute. I'm going to show you guys. But if they take the computer over to her, she's going to, like, stop. What's wrong with putting out DMs? To me, unless it was agreed upon beforehand, it's just disrespectful. Unless it's somebody that, like, is really awful, like Onision. I think it's going to be real interesting where YouTube goes. I have theories. Robin, I've gained weight because of the prednisone and because my stomach, my intestines, it's not filtering things out right now. I just hope we get it all fixed. We have maple syrup poutine. The fuck is Poontine? I feel like I know this. I've heard this before. I feel like I've even asked what it is before. Why do people care you have a dog? I don't get why they care. Just to hurt me. Just any way they can. Any way they can. Why are we talking about the drama, Dad? Because we had spoken and people have asked me about it. That's why. Cease and gravy? What the fuck is cease and gravy? Fries and gravy? Fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Oh, I don't know what that is. Yes, Robin, well, that's the next step is the hair analysis, so I'm just waiting for that test. Well, Julia, I don't want to say much about it. I don't. I wish people well. I really do, all people. People said you really went after the hater privately. I don't believe, but I figured bring it up. What are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about, Kekistan. Look after yourself first. So that's what I'm trying to do at this point. What I'm trying to do. So I will still be on you now. I don't know how often, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I am still going to come hang out. I don't have a contract with them or anything. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing. I might, maybe I am, but I need to take, you know what though? I have to take care of me first. And I have to take care of my, you know, I have to take care of roommate and I have to take care of this puppy. And I have to take care of my health. And this has just been so toxic on my health. Ah, Tommy, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. And you guys, because they had 2 options. One is like you can hide everything, and one is delete. I've deleted. It's all gone. All of it. I've had several points in my life where I have had to walk away from something I've built. And it's so hard when you put your heart, energy, and soul into something. But when it's time to walk away, it's time to walk away. What about Rabbit and Patreon? Yeah, I'll still be on Patreon. I'll still be on Reddit. Don't know how I'm going to deal with the Patreon stuff. So I'm going to have to figure it out. And people are saying, like, well, why don't you do this? Don't you do it? Well, it's already, I'll just tell you, it's already done. So just a heads up. It's already been done. Alex, YouTube is where you make your money. Actually, Alex, that's the thing. YouTube's demonetized me to where I can't really do anything at this point anyway. You seem a bit relieved. I feel relieved. I feel relieved. That's the truth. I kind of feel relieved. I'm just ready to let things go and focus on my health. Yeah, no, nobody's... And when they demonetize me, I can't... I'm stuck. Like, my hands are tied when I'm demonetized. Lizzie, I wished it was that simple. I wish. It's not that simple, unfortunately. Yes, thank you, Red. I'm going to read this. That perfectly sums up. She's relieved. She shut down one of the most central and largest toxic points in her life. The YouTube channel videos are rallying. Yes. That's it. Creative, you guys, it's funny how much money we don't make. It's not enough to live on. It really isn't. And I appreciate the money I made. One more, admitting to being a unicorn before I go. Yes, Rasha. I'm okay. I'm okay. I appreciate everybody asking. I'm okay, and I'm gonna be okay. I just felt like it was a thing to do. I think it's gonna take YouTube 6 months to a year to really figure out where it's going. YouTube is not the same platform that I came on. It's not the same platform it was 10 years. If this was 5 or 10 years ago, this would be a totally different story. The problem is that, like, guys, when I'm dealing with death threats, people releasing, you know, where roommate works, you know, people harassing the foster parents of the puppy, people's jobs getting taken and stuff for like $5 and $10 a day. That's when you just like, when is enough enough? Do you know what I'm saying? Now it's enough. Thank you, Summer. Summer, I did see your comment. For the record, as a medical professional, women can get copper toxicity from IUDs. It's extremely rare, but it does happen. It's more and more common than what people think it is when the IUDs are in for so long, from my research. And yes, it can happen, especially under lots and lots of stress. When your adrenals get fucked up, all kinds of things can happen in your body. And you guys can still find me a patron if you want. It's not something you have to do, but if you want. It's scary. This is a very scary time because even though I don't make much from YouTube, all of that goes to medical bills. And I have some really big appointments coming up for the stomach stuff. It's like, you know, what do you do? But I'm going to just go on faith right now. Thank you. 1-800-DADAS. That ass. I'm just going to go on faith right now. I feel like I made the right decision. Your IUD issues, or your IUD causing issues is actually kind of normal. Why don't people believe you, Kekistani? Because they just want something to hate about me. Or maybe they were offended by something, and so the blind hate and rage, but it's just been weeks and months, and there's a few people just obsessing to a very scary level. Thank you. About the other 2 channels, honestly, I haven't thought about it. I'll probably be deleting those too. I just don't know right now. I just haven't done anything right now. TJB, that's what I hope. That's what I hope. I hope YouTube is going to be weeding out the pedophiles, the, like the ISIS types of things. That's what I hope, and then the real nasty shit. I hope that's what they're going to be weeding out, so that it can become a place again where people are just, positive and can really express themselves. And, I just didn't realize what I was jumping into. I was getting there, and then I was demonetized, unfortunately. It is what it is. Yes, Karina, I deleted the whole channel. The whole channel's gone. It's all gone. No, my God, Sai. No, Sai kept me going for a while. Sai's advice was amazing. When I would go against Sai's advice, I'd get fucked. No, Sai, you've been fucking great. This isn't about you, girl. Loves Bear, exactly. People like to hate for another reason than they are not happy themselves. They might try to make others like them unhappy. It's sad. It is sad. The blarg a few days ago I did, yeah. Well, Sarah, that's what I'll be talking to my patrons about. That's what we'll be talking about. Jed, that's what I would like to do, eventually. Karina, I think they'll be happy a little bit. I think, of course, this will give them, it's a shallow form of, contentment that ends up fading, and then karma hits at some point. I don't want to be around when it does. Agreed, Alex. Sai's fucking amazing. Yep, Redbacks, that job was impossible to start, and you managed to hold up with Herculean efforts against the hate tides. Yes, Sai's fucking amazing. Karina, it's JoySparkleBS at Gmail. I'll be honest, I'm really sad. Like, I feel relieved. It comes in waves. I'm sad, but it's time, me starting my channel, it was a crutch for being sick, and I wanted to get the word out about things like Onision, and I feel like I did it. And it just feels like it's time to move on. Yes, Carly, I'll be on you now. I will stay on you now. Thank you, Sai. Yeah, get it, Sai. Karina, it's JoySparkleBS at Gmail. YouNow is such a more positive platform, and I like to hang out with you guys here. I do. So I'll take questions and stuff. Do you guys, real quick, do you want to see a trick? Some of you guys might know this. Me and my dog, I've been learning more stuff about my dog, and I've been teaching her how to sing. Do you guys want to hear it? No, my videos were not saved, Miss Feisty Redhead. They were not saved. Mr. Orange, I'll probably be deleting those channels too, to be honest. I'll probably be getting all of them. Okay, let me see. She's relaxing right now, but let me see. Macy. Come here. Come here, monkeys. They want to see you. Come here. Hi, baby girl. Come here. Okay, come here. Can you sing for us? You want to sing for us? You ready? Okay, you guys ready? Okay. There's a couple ways we do this. I'll show you the first one, the easiest one. Okay, Mace, ready? Here we go. Oh, she's so cute. Takes her a minute. That's her being soft, and she can get louder, so plug your ears. You ready, Macy? Oh, don't fall over. Now she'll be quiet. Watch. Good girl. What a good girl. Come here. Hey, you did good. You did good. Yeah, you're doing good. Yep. Can I pick you up? Are you gonna grumble? Oh, okay. All right. She grumbles. All right, little grumble butt. Sometimes she's super affectionate, like this morning for like 2 hours. I just got to hold her and rock her like a baby. And then sometimes I'll pick her up and it's just like, I don't want you right now. I just respect when she grumbles. It's like, all right, you need your little space. Are you all right? Are we still friends? Huh? He's looking at me like, what? But yeah, so that's our singing. It's cute though. It's really cute because she does get big attitudes about it. She just gets attitudes sometimes. So you guys have any questions? Anything? Oh, I feel bad if Mice and Megan says, am I the only one that actually loves Peter? Y'all can like Peter. You guys can like whoever you want. Don't think you can't. I was just explaining my situation with it. Y'all like whoever you want. Really? Drama Finders, is that true? Interesting. I didn't know. Mr. Orange, the channel's just gone. It's just gone. I needed just to get rid of it. Yep, Grumble Pup. Or I call her Grumble Butt. Little Grumble Butt. Yeah. You grumble around. But she's coming around. She warms up a lot more to us. Now she comes a lot more when we call her. She's starting to respond to Macy. The problem was that when they got her from a shelter, they didn't have a name. They didn't know her name. So the shelter, and then the people that fostered her gave her a name. So she didn't respond to anything. So we just kind of given her a name. I wish we would have known. Like if we had an original name, we would just use that. I would hate to just change her name, but we don't know her name. A lot of people are still asking why I upset it, or why I deleted the channel. Just everything was too toxic. What I am, no, if people want to find me, they can find me on you now. People are going to hate me regardless. I was told if I release, like, I need to do a lot more research on the situation, but my understanding was if I released any, like, what my videos made, like, in total, if I release that information, I could be in a lot of trouble, and I need to research that more. And if it's fine, I'll release it here. I have no problem releasing it here. Excuse me. Carrie, I didn't think there was any issue. I didn't think there was any issue with it. I had no clue. Why would people bring Keemstar into things? I don't know. Why were they? I don't know. My channel's gone, honey. It's gone. It's just gone. Thank you, Autumn. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Twitter's a mess, too. If it's gone now, does it... Oh, shit! It just occurred to me, if it's gone, would I still have access to the analytics? Fuck. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure it out. I'm sure I would because it still made money, right? Oh, God, here it comes. Here comes another conspiracy theory. She deleted it so that she wouldn't have to show her analytics. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll have to look into it. Maz, that's what you would think, right? Can you deactivate to get them? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think I can bring my channel back even if I wanted to. Rainbow, even the analytics on it, like even what my videos made, you would think, though, because that's like payments and stuff, right? That deals with that. Yeah, I still have the AdSense account. What will I miss about YouTubing? I just loved all of it. Well, not all. Finding stories and creating it and putting it out there. And it was so much fun to watch a channel grow. It was really, really fun. YouTube would still have to give you the information. I would think so. Yes, Ice Cube Canadian. Some of us have seen the analytics. You're being 100% truthful. Thank you. Yeah, Clay J, you would think that the information is somewhere. I just have to get to the right person, possibly. So, yeah. I believe so, but if you AdSense, you should, but you might have to contact YouTube. Yeah, I'd probably have to contact somebody. So, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Thank you, Sai. That's right. Sai's like, I've seen them many times. They weren't great, and they weren't. The day I left my network, all my analytics disappeared for that time. Interesting. Thank you, Hair by Jeff. I was going to call you Harry Jeff. I'm sorry. Beware of the false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ferocious wolves. Amen, girl. What will you do now, Joy? I don't know. I'm going to, how will we find you? I will still be on You Now. I'll still be here. But yeah. Thank you, Rose. Coding. I saw the analytics. Joy was truthful. Yeah, they sure did. Am I going to get a sub button? Not right now. I don't think right now I will. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. It just became a place where I had to constantly defend myself, and I don't want to be that person. I just don't want to be that person, you know? That's not fun for me at all. It's just not fun. What about VidMe? I don't know. I don't have videos to put up right now. Chad, stop rambling? No. It's my channel. Did you answer my question about wanting YouTube censored? It's not that I want YouTube censored, but I think there has to be some kind of boundaries. You know, for people to not be, like, literally harassed and stalked. That's the kind of stuff that gets really, really scary. There has to be some boundaries. I can't sit here and tell you what they are and know what to do, but no, I don't want an SJW culture. Absolutely not. Oh, Sai. I'll call you here a little bit. I'll call you in a little bit. Yeah, if you guys want, I'm on VidMe. Vid.me. Wanda, you can look up my channel. It's no longer there. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. All right, guys. Well, speaking of it's gone, I think I'm going to go. So thank you guys for all love and support. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter. Otherwise, I'm going to go and your fans dox and threaten people in your name. Please, like Janice and Angel Zones. I don't know anything about that, if that's true, Melvin. I do not condone that whatsoever. I'm totally against that. I'm okay with that. But anyway, and that's what sucks. Guys, I cannot be blamed for everything a fan does. I don't know what fans do most of the time. If I ever get a hint of it, I beg people not to do stuff. But then here's the other part. I can't. It sucks because I can't tell people what to do. If I tell them what to do, then I'm the cult leader. I'm mind controlling them. See, there's always a narrative. So I just try, if I ever get a whiff of something, I say, please, please, please don't. Please. But, yeah, Angel says, I do not dox. I do dox back. Well, I'm not okay with anybody doxing anything ever. And if people do, I don't, you know, if people do that, I don't condone it whatsoever. I don't. Thank you, Debbie. And that's what sucks, is like, I cannot be held responsible for everything everybody does. Yeah, doxing is horrible. I know, I've been through it several times. So, all right, guys. Well, J-Ditch, I can only encourage people. If I tell them directly what to do, then people will say I am controlling them. That's how it works. Yep. When I say the word don't, they say that's the secret word for mind control, in their opinion. So that's how that works. So anyways, guys, I wish everybody well. Thank you for love and support. And I will see you around on here. And otherwise, that's it. So take care, guys. Blessings. Everybody have a good everything. And I will see you guys around here. How high is my IQ? Probably not that high. Well, but thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you guys soon.